What's up everyone, and welcome back to the Bold and the Beautiful 24 official channel. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button today. Let's get started. Lee is terrified of the worst because of Sheila's frantic Luna search. Will Spencer is confronted with a terrible twist in the Bold and the Beautiful, which reveals that Sheila Sharp will conduct a frantic search for Luna Nozawa. Let's talk about what's to come on the CBS soap, because Lee Finnegan will also be afraid of the worst. When there is a big party going on, Luna will get tired of being confined. Luna will make it her mission to attend that party because Sheila informed her about it. Of course, Luna will have to put on a disguise to avoid getting busted and hauled off to the slammer. Before finding a mask that Luna can wear next, we'll see her wearing glasses and a wig. That mask could prove quite useful to Luna, who'll have her sights set on Will and the passion she's craving. Will carry Electra Forrester on his arm when he arrives, but it's possible that she won't be the one he ends the night with. Will is likely to drink way too much alcohol at this party because there will be a lot of it. Considering Luna's operation, add some potential drugs, and this could end in disaster. There are good reasons to think that a drunk and possibly drugged Will might have a sizzling encounter with masked Luna while thinking it's Electra. She will call Sheila for assistance once Lee discovers that Luna is missing. Sheila will conduct a frantic search and may conclude that Luna vanished due to her desire to attend this party. Imagine how shocked Sheila would be if she saw Luna with Will in the middle of an alleyway hookup. Will Electra see Will's betrayal, or will he keep it a secret until he realizes what he did wrong? Will may be attempting to cover up his error because Deacon Sharp will say that what happens at Il Giardino stays at Il Giardino. Will might even be willing to keep quiet about Luna being alive if it means preserving his relationship with Electra. Concerningly, she might start to worry that the way she dealt with Luna was wrong. Lee wants to give Luna another chance at redemption, but Luna hasn't done much to prove she deserves it yet. Ridge Forrester will keep putting off their reunion, which will cause Brooke Logan to become increasingly enraged during the week of August 25th to 29th. Ridge has a deep desire for Brooke, but the circumstances make it difficult for him to leave Taylor Hayes. BNBs say Taylor will keep finding ways to make things worse for Torn Ridge. Elsewhere, Daphne Rose will be ready to pounce on Carter Walton ahead if the right opening strikes. Will Hope be able to spot a touching moment between Carter and Daphne that angers her? Hope and Carter's engagement seems doomed, regardless of the circumstances. It's just a matter of how long it'll take to fall apart and whether Liam Spencer can lock in his own reunion with Hope sooner or later. According to the Bold and the Beautiful, there will still be some romantic surprises, so keep an eye out for updates on all the big news and daring decisions. Luna's obsession with Will continues as Lee and Sheila clash in the future. According to the Bold and the Beautiful, Lee Nozawa and Sheila Carter Sharp are ecstatic about their granddaughter's recovery. The basis for this most unexpected truce formed after Lee recognized Sheila's concern and compassion for Luna following her claimed death. Luna, who had awoken, was informed by Sheila that her other grandmother, Lee, was the one who, like John Finnegan before her, kept her alive. Suspending disbelief and accepting Sheila's soapy time stretch, viewers were aware that Sheila shot Steffi Forrester Finn and Finn 3 springs ago. Fans seem to be anticipating a plot in which Sheila tries to assist Luna in reclaiming her life, keeping in mind the suspension of disbelief concept. With a new identity and a location other than this version of Los Angeles, California, that scenario would be plausible. Lee Nozawa created this wild scenario. No one will be able to blame Sheila whenever this incredible mystery is revealed. She didn't say that Luna died while recovering. Lee did. Matsuda's character told Sheila that her feelings for Luna shifted when she was operating on her after Liam Spencer shot her at close range. He did so to prevent Luna from killing Steffi, as she intended. Of course, terming Luna as Lee's granddaughter represents an incomplete thought. Because she is also Lee's niece, a cringeworthy reaction is always justified. It's fair to wonder what role the most negligent parent in L.A., Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, learns about her daughters never having died. Luna Nozawa denies having any traumatic memories. It could be the medication that Lee is using. Luna appears to have no memory of the horrors she caused at Bill Spencer's beach house, which was being used as a makeshift art school room, in addition to shock and a difficult recovery. Viewers noticed the intentional placement of the California wildfires into the script as being the reason for Hayes Finnegan and his handful of classmates needing to learn at the beach. In this edition of L.A., there was no discussion of the numerous causes of the fires. Luna had no interest whatsoever in the world around her. Instead, She was hellbent on eliminating Steffi and thankfully didn't succeed. Luna was dealt a dose of justice for her actions. Sheila loudly and repeatedly warned her about the dangerous plot path she was recklessly pursuing long before the latest criminal acts were perpetrated. Sheila Carter is looking for a second chance at happiness. Sheila was brought into the light by Dean Sharp, as it turned out. His love for her brought about a significant shift that required him to maintain restraint. The crimes Sheila committed after receiving her pardon in front of witnesses make it difficult for her to work with Luna. This time, Bill will not defend Luna, and he will undoubtedly explode when he discovers what Lee did and how Sheila has become complicit in the cover-up. Before Liam shot Luna, Lee and Sheila wanted her to leave Los Angeles. They must make sure that happens when Luna is fully recovered, which creates another conflict point. Because this is soap, Luna might just get a third chance to fulfill her dreams, as Sheila would like. However, Lee's plan for Luna might turn out to be different, and it also involves her breaking the law and going against the rules that her medical license says she must follow. Lee is filled with dread due to Sheila's frantic search for Luna, and in The Bold and the Beautiful, this anxiety triggers a vast series of events that reverberate through every family in Los Angeles. It all begins with Will Spencer facing a shocking twist as Sheila Carter Sharp embarks on her obsessive quest to find Luna Nozawa, who is determined to no longer stay hidden. Luna, feeling restless and rebellious, grows weary of being confined after her astonishing survival was concealed by Lee and Sheila's delicate truce. With the city abuzz about a glamorous party related to Forrester, she convinces herself that she deserves to attend, assuring herself that donning a disguise, a wig, glasses, and ultimately a mask will suffice to evade anyone who might recognize her. The allure of the party, and more significantly, the attraction to Will, has become too strong to resist, prompting her to seize the opportunity by crafting a new identity for the evening. Meanwhile, although Sheila senses that something is amiss, her frantic search for Luna commences too late, setting the stage for a collision of desire, danger, and deception. On the other hand, Will arrives at the event accompanied by Electra Forrester, whose growing influence in the fashion industry has rendered her both an asset and a competitor to the younger Spencer heir. Despite Will's desire to showcase her, his heart and mind are in turmoil, as recent encounters with family disputes, business pressures, and his own doubts about fulfilling his father's legacy have rendered him vulnerable. In true B&B style, the open bar becomes his downfall, with champagne, cocktails, and possibly even a spiked drink creating a perfect storm that leaves him intoxicated, unsteady, and overly susceptible to the advances of a masked stranger. Luna, disguised yet emboldened, approaches him, her obsession with Will overshadowing her judgment. When they slip away into the shadows, passion intertwines with recklessness, blurring the line between reality and illusion. Will, believing he is with Electra, succumbs to temptation, while Luna, eager to embrace a fantasy, surrenders to the moment. This sets the stage for a dramatic revelation that promises repercussions for months to come, particularly when Sheila, in her frantic search, unexpectedly discovers them in an alleyway, horrified yet strangely unfazed, fully aware of the perilous nature of Luna's obsessions. The pivotal question arises: will Electra, noticing Will's absence, confront the betrayal and reveal it to the world, or will regain his senses too late to grasp the seriousness of his error, forcing him to either conceal the truth or jeopardize his relationship? Meanwhile, Deacon Sharp, ever the opportunist, the saying goes that what occurs at Il Giardino remains at Il Giardino, initiating a cover-up that could safeguard Will but simultaneously ensnare him further in deception. Conversely, Lee, upon realizing Luna's absence, is engulfed by terror, fearing that all her efforts to guide, control, and even medicate her niece-granddaughter have been in vain. This fear is intensified by Sheila's frantic panic, as Lee perceives Luna as perilous and unstable, while Sheila views her as an opportunity for redemption, a project, a granddaughter whose survival could validate her own second chance at motherhood. This is the reason their improbable alliance is on the verge of collapse as they disagree on how to manage Luna's decisions. Nevertheless, even amidst her fear, Lee is tormented by guilt, questioning whether her severity drove Luna into Sheila's embrace and if her choice to conceal Luna's recovery rather than pursue professional psychiatric assistance led to this calamity. The irony is not lost on viewers that Lee, the exceptional surgeon who once rescued Finn in a dire situation, now appears helpless to save Luna from herself, while Sheila, the antagonist with a history of crime spanning decades, may be the sole individual capable of restraining her. Complicating this turmoil is Ridge Forrester, who continues to delay his reunion with Brooke Logan, causing her frustration as Taylor Hayes subtly takes advantage of the uncertainty, while Daphne Rose lurks at Forrester Creations, observing Carter Walton like a predator waiting for a moment of vulnerability, eager to strike the instant Hope Logan's focus falters, and Hope herself, despite being engaged to Carter. Luna may find her thoughts and feelings drifting back to Liam Spencer, who, having recently emerged from survival and recovery, is beginning to radiate the vitality of a man rediscovering his purpose. This situation weaves a complex narrative where the pivotal question persists: what is Luna's ultimate goal, and will her fixation on Will not only jeopardize his relationship with Elektra but also unravel the delicate truce between Sheila and Lee, revealing the startling truth that Luna never actually died. As Sheila searches the city, reaching out to former contacts and even pleading with Deacon for assistance, viewers are reminded of her tumultuous journey toward redemption, her numerous setbacks, and her intense desire to demonstrate that she can be more than just the sum of her past misdeeds. Yet with each frantic moment, she risks driving Luna deeper into turmoil, while Lee, in solitude, reflects on the haunting memory of the surgery that saved Luna after Liam's gunshot. A procedure that not only brought the young woman back to life, but also altered Lee's viewpoint, as she finally confessed to Sheila that perhaps even Luna merits another opportunity, although she secretly questioned whether that opportunity should be in Los Angeles. Concurrently, Papi Nozawa, still mostly absent, emerges as the unpredictable element, for if she learns that Luna never died, her response could range from elation to rage, and her shortcomings as a parent will face renewed examination, prompting fans to wonder if B&B is orchestrating a mother-daughter confrontation. A custody dispute of sorts among Papi, Lee, and Sheila regarding who has the authority to shape Luna's forthcoming journey. Simultaneously, Will's one reckless evening threatens to spiral into scandal, as Elektra, astute and ambitious, will not accept betrayal, and if she uncovers that Will was unfaithful with Luna, even inadvertently, the repercussions will resonate throughout both the Spencer and Forrester families, heightening the stakes for Bill Spencer, who already harbors resentment toward Lee and Sheila for their secrecy. He will erupt upon discovering not only Luna's survival but also her perilous involvement with his son, igniting a conflict that juxtaposes familial loyalty against the pursuit of truth. However, prior to this revelation, the narrative hints that Luna might not even have a clear recollection of that night, due to a mix of disguises, adrenaline, and possibly residual medication administered by Lee, which introduces elements of doubt, denial, and misdirection. Hallmarks of classic soap opera storytelling. This ensures that when the truth finally surfaces, it will do so at the most inopportune moment and in a highly public manner, causing devastation for all parties involved. Throughout this turmoil, Sheila, despite her frantic and anxious demeanor, will quietly identify an opportunity. If she can manage to rein in Luna, shielding her from scandal and steering her back toward stability, she may ultimately demonstrate to Finn, Steffi, and even Lee that she is more than just a monster. She is capable of love and loyalty. Nevertheless,